Hey guys, today we're going to go through an account update video. I tend to do one of these before we head into every major celebration, so either Anniversary or Legends Fest. We are about to head into Legends Fest 2024. I'm recording this on the 20th of November 2024, so tomorrow we got the reveals for part 1, and then the day after that is the official beginning of the celebration. So we'll go through my account here, my characters, my equipment, my exchange items, all that good stuff. So I guess we'll just go ahead and get started with the character box. That's, I assume, what most people want to see the most. But here we go. This is my character box. I think what I typically do here is I do like to sort everything for the sake of this video by limit break level, which is right here. And then so what this does is it puts all the characters who have higher stars towards the top of the box. So if we scroll all the way down, theoretically, we would see characters that have low stars, but obviously everything is maxed. And Shallot is the only character, of course, who cannot be risen above 8 stars currently. So he's at the bottom because that's the most we can limit break him right now. But I like to typically display my box in terms of power level. That's just the way that I've become accustomed to looking through my character list here. Power level, I got 849 million. The only way I have every character fully soul boosted. Every character that can be Zenkai buffed is fully Zenkai buffed, and as you just saw, I have every single character 14 stars you can have in the game. I'm not missing any characters. There's nothing that I don't have. So the only way for me to get higher power level than this is to just simply arts boost characters that I have not arts boosted yet. Did they add a way to do this by arts boosting? They actually did not. There's no way to sort your box by arts boost level. I actually didn't realize that they didn't put that in the game. That's probably something they should add, honestly, a way to sort your box by arts boost level. But all the ultra characters you're seeing at the top here are arts boosted. I've arts boosted all the Zenkai LFs at the top of the box. And then I would say beginning with Ultra Vegito Blue, I think, in the 5th anniversary, I did start to arts boost 95% of all new summonable characters from that point forward. There are a few that I have not arts boosted. For example, I have not arts boosted the new Daima characters, the blue Daima Goku and Glorio. I have not arts boosted them just because I'm trying to be a little bit more conservative as we head into Legends Fest, just to make sure that I have enough resources to fully arts boost all the characters that come out. And the interesting thing about arts boosting, and I think this is just something that they really haven't done a good job at all with the system, is if we, for example, go ahead and take a look at the arts boost page here, you can see I have 99 of these full boost arts core materials. On the other hand, if we take a look at, I think it's the arts seeds over here, I actually only have a limited, I don't have as much as you would think I would have of these. And that's because there is a huge, enormous bottleneck with these materials, the arts seeds. There is no bottleneck with the arts cores. It only exists with the arts seeds. And so I can just quickly go over to my gift box here. By the way, my gift box, I have a lot of people still, almost every single video, why are you not accepting the gifts in your gift box? Well, the reason is because I'm already capped out on everything I could accept. Like, let's hit accept all. And what ends up happening is I end up accepting nothing because I'm capped out on all this stuff. So what I end up doing is using my gift box as an alternative way to store items that I can't hold. So for example, when I go ahead and finally use some of my energy, I can then come into my gift box and accept some of the energy from my gift box. And that's just sort of an excess way to hold more of that resource for now, because I can't hold any more in my energy bar. Same thing with like sparking metals. I can't hold more than 30 sparking metals. I think there's at least a chance that part 1 of Legends Fest could introduce new EX characters for the banners. And then using those sparking metals to get some EXE power for those characters could be pretty beneficial. So I'm keeping hold of these in my gift box. We have a lot of these campaign item packs. Item packs are a relatively new item type that we've seen introduced. I believe is actually... When did they introduce it? Was it last Legends Fest they introduced the item packs? It was pretty recently. But yeah, I already have one of these, so I'm holding on to these. This is skip tickets, energy, slot remover, soul exchange metal, stuff like that. So it could be pretty good. So we're waiting to see what Legends Fest looks like here. But if we scroll down, I do actually have 30 of these max arts boost cores in here. Only 4 days left to accept these, so what I'll probably do is see what part 1 of Legends Fest looks like. I'll probably have to use 30 of these, that's a lot of characters. That's 10 characters fully arts boosted. Otherwise, they're going to be these are literally going to just disappear from my gift box, right? So I have to accept these in 4 days. But the problem is I'm just bottlenecked so heavily on the art seeds that it doesn't even really matter, to be honest. It would feel bad if these just went away, right? Then we have some more sparking metals, and I think mostly just slot removers and energy and stuff like that is what's left in here. So slot removers actually are, I think, a pretty rare resource. There used to be a pack in the shop that you could use to purchase. I think it was slot removers. It was it slot removers? I believe it was energy, skip tickets, and equipment. No, that wasn't equipment metals. It was what was it? It was awakening metals, or no, it was fragment metals. Fragment metals for equipment awakening. Those were like the rarest resources in the game, and they put that pack in the shop. And then for whatever reason, I think it was just due to some like legal restrictions in certain countries or regions, they removed that pack from the shop, so you actually can no longer get those. So there's a lot less of a reliable way to get slot removers now. So I am being a bit more cautious with my usage of slot removers. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of my equipment here. By the way, there actually is, if we head over quickly to the archive, there is a new Awakened equip that I think just went live this update, which dropped today, which is this Trunks equipment. And I'm probably going to end up farming at least 4 of these. So the middle slot can go Blast or Strike. I'm probably going to at least get 2 Strike and 2 Blasties. I'm actually considering going for 3 each, so 6 in total. So I am, after probably I record this, I'm going to start trying to get good rolls of this. So this is a really good equip. But besides that, I have essentially the entire equipment collection here, God rank. If we do a sort here, filter by, actually, is there a way for me to do this? I usually have it listed as order received, yeah, by rank. So this should list all the God rank equipment first in my box. So if we scroll down all the way to the bottom, there are, I mean, how many? 1, 2, 3. I mean, these ones you can't even, I don't think, get to God rank. These are Tournament of Power equips, which I haven't even tried to roll in forever. This one I actually should try to roll. This is like a specific equip that you can't get any more of. I should probably just boost this all the way up just for collection purposes. But what's this? 1, 2, 3. That's 15 equips, 16, 17, 18. So I have 19 equips that are not God rank in my equipment box here. So I mean, you're talking over 1,100 God rank equips is what I have in my equipment collection. We could just do a quick scroll through here. I think, me personally, as somebody who's been building up this account since day 1 of the game, almost essentially, I would consider this equipment collection to be more of a feat of pure determination and will and nose to the grindstone, way more so than having every character at 14 stars. This, to me, 1,100 God rank equips, it's way more tedious. It's not even close. It's not even comparable. Like, it's like 25 times more tedious than getting each character to 14 stars, because there's so much that goes into rerolling equipment. The system is horrible. It's literally, I literally think, I've mentioned this before, I actually do think the equipment system in this game is a scam. So I'm kind of glad that I just bit the bullet and went through with this when they started giving us a lot of these like guaranteed upgrades and first slot reroll items, stuff like that. So that's my equipment collection. So if we go back to order receipts, usually the way I sort these. By the way, for some reason, it doesn't display. If I go to re-upgrade slot, you can't actually look at how many of the first slot reroll item you have unless you are able to go into an equipment to reroll slot 1. But if you go to click an equipment that's already maxed out on slot 1, it actually doesn't even let you see the item. So I'm going to have to actually go down. Let me redo this for rank. I would have to look at this, I guess. Oh, it doesn't even let you. I guess I can't upgrade that one. Yeah, it does. I didn't. Okay, well, now we know. I actually learned you cannot re-roll slot 1 on this equip. I didn't know. I did not know that. And I think for these ones you can't either. Oh, you can. Okay, I actually didn't know that. So anyway, I have 966 of these first slot re-roll items. Maybe I'll. Maybe one day when I actually think it's worth doing Tournament of Power, and actually learn how the mode works, maybe we will try and roll some of those tournament. I actually thought you weren't allowed to re-roll slot 1 on these, but now I know. Okay. So anyway, that's the equipment collection. I guess we can start talking about some of my resources that I have. So just to take a look at the standard resources. So in terms of CC, I am maxed out on CC that I can purchase. So I'm going into Legends Fest with capped, essentially, CC. We have capped energy. And I think I have 82,000 or 81,000 or something like that skip tickets. So I'm never, ever going to run out of skip tickets. And then just to quickly look at slot removers, I do have 999 slot removers. As you saw with the gift box, I did have overflowing slot removers into there as well. Take a look at some of the exchange shop items here. Actually, would it be better just to look at like probably better to look at the item list here. Multi-Z power, I have a lot of multi-Z power. Going into Legends Fest, having a lot of Legends Limited multi-Z power just in case. And then also, I mean, this is a decent summary of what I have. I mean, I'm not going to go through every single one, but I have a lot of Z power. And then just to quickly show you guys on the Gotenks banner exchange shop, I do have 50 coins sitting here. I don't remember exactly why this ended up the way that it did. I think maybe I was searching for, was it? I think I remember why. It was because I couldn't pull the 1% Sparking Boo and Mr. Satan character, actually. And so I wasn't going to spend 50 coins to get 600 Z power from this shop for them. So I ended up continuing to summon on this banner even after getting Gotenks to 14 stars just to get more copies of Hercule and Boo. And so I ended up just getting up to 50 coins here, which, you know, is not bad because now this banner, I mean, this exchange shop goes away on the 4th of December. So I can actually use this exchange shop to buy 600 Z power and 200 Z power. So I can actually get 800 Z power from this shop for one of the Part 1 LF characters in Legends Fest this year. So that's pretty good because it'll essentially let me skip one copy of the character they don't need to pull. So that's pretty good. But anyway, going back to the item list here, like I said, I have a lot of item packs just sitting here. This is the one that they're currently giving out for the Countdown to Legends Fest celebration. So probably when Legends Fest starts and we start using energy, start using skip tickets and all these resources here, I will start popping all the ones that I have in my gift box because otherwise they're, again, just going to poof before I do that. We also do have the 5 of the assorted soul packs. Why do I have 5? Because I think 5 is the most you can carry at once. So we scroll all the way down to the bottom. No, it doesn't show that. I don't think it should. There's no like listing here where it's like you can only hold up to 5 of these, but I think the reason why I don't have more than 5 of these is because 5 is the maximum you can hold at one time. And then the same thing goes for the Equipment Awakening pack. This thing is really, really valuable. 30 fragment exchange medals is insane. This is, I think, still probably the rarest currency item in the game, exchange item in the game. It is very rare. It's this and then probably rush medals are the 2 most rare exchange item in the game, and you can get both of them through this. And then for a lot of players, I think equipment medals are pretty scarce as well. So this is a really valuable item pack, and I have 5 of these sitting here. So I'm pretty much what I'm doing is I'm just saving these for when I need them. Like if I'm doing Equipment Awakening and I realize I'm out of fragments or something like that, I can dig into my Equipment Awakening packs and just get more. So just basically an emergency fund here. By the way, we also are maxed on Zenny, just in case you guys didn't see that. Next we have Souls. So what I like to do with Souls is over Legends weekend, I like to, first of all, top out on Zenny, because awakening equipment and rerolling equipment and even arts boosting characters takes a lot of Zenny. They've recently boosted how much Zenny you get from the Zenny battle on the weekends, which I think is really good. And then they've also boosted the amount of souls you get from the bonus battles on the weekend as well, which I've taken advantage of because rerolling unique equipment takes a lot of souls. So here are my souls. What I typically do for the weekends is I like to go above 190,000 for every single rising soul in the game. I don't like to be at cap because then you end up getting that message where it's like, oh, you're holding too many souls, and then it just becomes annoying. So I don't like to go up to cap, and it also feels like a waste almost because if you're at the cap sitting there and you end up getting more souls, you actually just you discard those souls essentially. And the same thing goes with Zenny. I actually don't like sitting at max Zenny because you get more Zenny than like if I collected Zenny from this point, it would literally just be discarded. It wouldn't go to my gift box or anything like that. So I think it was the Sunday Daima weekly raid that I was doing, and that's why I got capped out on Zenny. I usually don't sit at max capped out Zenny for that reason, but for whatever reason, they actually have a raid weekly that does give a lot of Zenny, so I just did that, and that's why I'm capped here. So 190k at least to each of these souls. By the way, I think for Legends Fest, there's a good chance we end up getting Hoi Poi coins, which does tend to give out a decent amount of souls too, so I don't want to be capped for that reason either. Here are my super souls again. Re-rolling unique equipment takes tons and tons of super souls. Then also arts boosting characters does take a lot of super souls, but I do try and have a healthy amount of these for everything. And then of course Zenkai characters does take super souls as well. Zenkai Souls, I mean, this is at this point in this game, Zenkai Souls are probably never, ever, ever going to be a problem for me at all. Back in the day when the Zenkai system was first introduced, these Zenkai Souls were a massive issue. But over the course of the Zenkai system being out for, 5 years now, at this point, we've had plenty of time to collect as many of these as possible, so not really going to be an issue. This kind of reminds me of like the hidden potential orbs in Dokkan, where it's like at the beginning of the system being released, hidden potential orbs were like a massive bottleneck for trying to invest in characters' hidden potential systems in Dokkan. But in Legends, I would say this is essentially the same thing. So definitely not an issue anymore. Art scores I already showed, but here are all the art scores. I've never used these just because you could hold it to 99,999 of these. And the bottleneck for me in terms of just the art scores themselves are these, because I'm already capped out on these. You could only hold 99 of these. You actually only used to be able to hold 30, and then they upped it to 99. So I'm pretty thankful for that. But definitely not going to be running out of art scores probably ever. Probably ever. And the reason why is because they include these full boost art scores in certain sale packs in the shop. So there's never going to be an instance, I don't think, where I actually run out of art scores. But Art Seeds, like I said, they've never given us other ways to obtain these other than the Art Seeds. And then occasionally, or the Art Seed medals, the seed medals. And then occasionally, I think only like once or twice ever, they've put a very limited amount of these in a raid exchange shop. But they've never put these in like a sale pack. They've never put these as like a farmable resource from any events before. So they are intentionally holding back on providing us like, relatively consistent ways to farm art seeds, which seems a little bit strange considering they're basically giving us and handing out these art scores like candy almost. Training items, I don't really think is ever going to be an issue as well. We have almost 800 of these gold bells. We have almost capped out on these silver bells. And then all the other items are kind of worthless at this point. Biggest regret in Legends history for me is not picking the Gentleman's Magazine from the first anniversary Shenron Wish. I wish they would somehow bring that back, but also I understand why they wouldn't, because it was just a novelty for the first anniversary. Summon tickets. I do have a lot of Masters Pack tickets that are just, over the course of years have accumulated. I actually did end up using a lot of my Masters Pack tickets when I got rank 1 in Legends ranking, because you get a lot of Legends ranking points for summons and getting those Z2 medals from Z medals or Z2 medals, either one, for summoning. So back when I got Legends ranking rank 1, I did actually end up using a lot of my tickets. So this is not like me never using these tickets. Like I actually have used a lot of these tickets over the course of since the game's released, but I do have a lot, like 560 Masters Pack 3 tickets, 550 Masters Pack 2 tickets, and then a lot of the guaranteed ones. And then I don't even know what this is. What is this? Oh, this is a banner that's up that I'm just never using that ticket, I guess. Okay. And then we have this from the Sparking Medals that when I haven't been able to use my Sparking Medals before they expired in my gift box, I would use them to buy these tickets. So I have 44 of those. And no one else has that many. I doubt it. And then here is the medal and exchange items listing. So I've got almost 900,000 rare medals. Ever since, I will never, ever forget this. When they released Ultra Super Saiyan Goku, the first ever Ultra character, he was free to play, and the only way you would be able to get souls to soul boost Ultra Goku is through the rare medal shop. That was the only way they let you farm and obtain souls for that Goku. I will never, ever forget that, because I think I didn't have enough rare medals at the time to get all the souls I needed to fully soul boost that Goku. And the reason why was because rare medals had essentially been worthless for years, right? They introduced that Goku, it was like 3 years or something into the game. And up until that point, rare medals never really had a purpose. And then all of a sudden, they had a very important purpose. So I am never going to wastelessly use my rare medals ever again, just in case they do something like that. We've gotten, we have about 4 million Z medals. Now, if you guys remember back to some of my older account showcases, I used to have way more Z medals than this. But again, like I said, they have been giving a lot more value indirectly to slot removers by making them less accessible via the shop and stuff like that. And also just typically equipment that released now as opposed to earlier in the game's lifespan are way harder to roll. The rates are way lower. So they're just more valuable. And I've actually used these quite often to just purchase slot removers. So these are actually a really rare resource, Rush medals. You only get these by doing the Zenkai Ultra Space Time Rush event. which resets once every 2 weeks. And then sometimes they do have the Ultra Space Time Light, the Ultra Space Time Rush Light event as well, which gives a lot. I think it's the same as the normal one. But what I've done is I've tried to preserve as much as possible these rush medals, and by now having access to the item that is able to guarantee you upgrades in slot 1 for equipment, I've been able to not really use a lot of these medals. I'm just going to hoard these. Like, again, we never know when they're going to put stuff into the shop. Remember, they put the God Goku equipment in the rush medal shop. And for things like that, I see them maybe starting to take different approaches to giving us different items and stuff by putting them in shops that just have super rare and limited resources. So I'm going to be a bit cautious and frugal with how I'm spending my exchange items, and that's one example of how. Again, like I said, capped on sparking metals. We're capped on not those. Capped on almost capped on platinum coins, but this is like almost a throwaway resource at this point. Legends tickets, they actually did introduce a usage for Legends tickets. I'm no longer just a prisoner to being capped at 3,000 Legends tickets and then it destroying my gift box, because they actually now allow you to exchange these for Zenny, and the rate is actually pretty decent for Zenny. I mean, for somebody who doesn't need to get any of the Z power there, I'll gladly take the Zenny. I was even advocating for a way to just let me destroy the tickets. I mean, if they're going to let me exchange for Zenny, that saves me the middleman of having to go through the bonus battles Zenny stage, so I'll take that. We got 64,346 equipment medals. I know this is a resource that a lot of people are struggling with, but for somebody who plays the game as much as me, I never really had an issue with this. But they do really need to give us more ways to get equipment medals, that is for sure. One way that they are going to give us for equipment medals that I know for sure they do every year is through the gold plates for Legends Fest. They do like to give a healthy exchange rate and a very nice exchange rate for equipment medals in the gold plate shop. So I'd keep your eye on that if you're somebody who doesn't have a lot of equipment medals right now. Some weekend medals, we have 12 of these and then 12 of the blue ones. I mean, again, it's kind of just like whatever resource at this point. I like to be capped on gold bars, just, in case I need the extra Zenny if I run out. Even though I'm capped on Zenny, it literally does take sometimes billions and billions and billions of Zenny to reroll equipment. So I like to have, a good amount of gold bars just in case. Soul medals actually also I've been using a lot of recently, just because, again, it takes a lot of resources to reroll stuff and arts boost characters and stuff like that. So I do actually use a lot of that. These are kind of just for having the Legends Pass subscription. This is, again, probably one of the most rare resources in the game, fragment exchange medals, just for equipment awakening. But again, I haven't really needed to use tons of these just because I've been utilizing the guaranteed first slot upgrade item to bypass a lot of the frustrations that come with equipment awakening. Z2 medals, these have definitely gone up, 5.2 million Z2 medals, and they will just continue to go up as we get deeper into the game. This is an item, this actually is probably just the rarest exchange medal or exchange item in the game, the Legends medal. This is from each season of Legends ranking. Depending on what rank you are, you get Legends medals. They really need to do something with the shop, because I haven't used a single one of these in probably over a year. They really haven't they've literally, since the shop opened and the Legends ranking system started, they've never updated the shop with anything. So I'm just sitting on these. I have 2 of each of the awakened equipment from the shop, and I'm just sitting here and waiting for them to add stuff to the shop. I'm just going to be waiting forever, I guess, because I'm never going to be using these, because again, this is the exact type of currency where they would drop some they would drop like LF Yellow Blue Gogeta, his unique equipment they put in the Legends medal shop. Like, that's something they would do. So I'm never using these, just in case. This is essentially the only way you can get art seeds, so I'm being very, very conservative with these. All of these seed exchange medals will probably just go to arts boosting the Legends Festival characters. 912 of these seems like a lot, considering the cap is 999, but there's such a big bottleneck on the art seeds that this really isn't that much, unfortunately. And then we have these super gold bars again, just like to keep close to maxed out on those. Like, we have the Gotenks summon coins there, like I mentioned earlier, and then we just have a bunch of random exchange stuff over here. We got some Daima coins. We got the Zenkai Rush medals over here. We got the current adventure currency. We got the full power battle currency. I actually do have to farm out all of the seed medals currently from the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta full power battle event. We have this, which is a question mark currency for Legends Fest, which will get revealed during revealed stuff tomorrow, I think. We have this, which is the guild currency. Our guild isn't not really that active, so I don't really have many of these. Then we have dual coins, which I don't think I'm ever going to run out of the greater dual coins at 532, but you never know. And then I actually am capped on this, so I do have some dual coins in my gift box, but I do want to wait until we get whatever the next week equipment is going to be. And also every month, the dual coin shop resets, and we can actually purchase things like Art Seed medals from there. So that's what I prioritize with these dual coins. And then we have a lot of PvP medals. I did play a lot of PvP this season. 563 dual medals. Dual, not dual, dual medals. For the Majin Vegeta season. Very monotonous meta, but whatever. All right, so those are all the exchange medals. And then in terms of fragments, again, I have been very, very frugal with my fragment medals and stuff like that. So I do have a very healthy amount of fragments here that I don't think I'm going to ever run out of. Well, not ever, but not anytime soon, I would imagine, if I'm utilizing the slot 1 reroll item as much as I have been. And that's essentially it. I mean, we could take a quick look here at my status just to update you guys on what that's looking like. I have recently changed my arts sleeves to be the, what do they call it? The Drive-In Man and Drive-In Woman from Daima. I do really like that Drive-In Man as a character. I thought he was really good. Got my Legends Preseason 3 Legends ranking title on there. This is what I claim every day from the login bonuses. Again, this is like the rarest currency you could get. And then Sparking Medals, just in case we get some EX characters for Part 1 in the banners. Play history, 2,363 days played, 606 characters owned, which of course is all the characters in the game. Highest battle rank achieved is 70, of course. Highest rating points reached is 41,409. Total wins, 36,176. Good points. I mean, I think I might have sent one ever of a good points or good game or whatever it used to be, good party. 6,177. I've almost never even touched that system. And then stories cleared, 5,784. We could do one more quick look at missions here, and then I think we'll wrap up. Not really much to see. I mean, we could just go to like the Z missions section. At this point, I have done a lot of the Z missions that are in the game, but for login days, 2,360 login days. I am Z level 731, which I think is definitely closer to the top in terms of who has been playing. Somebody who's been playing this game since essentially day one. There's definitely people who have higher Z level than me. I think I mention this like almost every time I do an account update video, but there's for sure people who have higher Z levels than me. And I think there's probably people who are maybe approaching like 738-ish, somewhere in there, I would imagine. And the reason why is because this is not a day one account. This is a reroll account that I rerolled for Blue Broly. Blue Broly was the first banner to release post-release of the game. So the game launched, and the game launched with 5 sparking characters. It was Goku, Pan, Pikkon, Vegeta, and who else? Goku, Pan, Pikkon, Vegeta, and Piccolo, Green Piccolo. And then the first banner to release after that was the Legends Rising Blue Legendary Super Saiyan Broly from Z. That banner, when that banner dropped, I think it might have been actually a few days after the banner dropped, I did re-roll for that character. So this is not an account that was made directly on day one of the game launching. So this account actually I think is a few weeks behind in terms of dailies that I could have accepted. So I am missing a few Z, whatever these are called, Z points or whatever. I don't even know what this currency item is called, but it's like Z level points or Z level experience, whatever you want to call it. But at some point we're all going to be 999 anyway, so that's not going to matter. Arts boost is total level of 19,459. Again, I am very conservative with my arts boosting material, considering how much of a bottleneck they put on the art seeds. 2 of the God Challenge trophy. I don't, not a huge fan of that system, but I have done it twice already. It's only been out twice, and then these are currently impossible to do because they just don't release hero characters, and I highly doubt they'll ever release 50 hero characters. So and I also do have just to quickly look at PvP here, I do actually have 69 God ranks, which is the most God ranks you could get because that's every season that they've released God rank for. So, and I'm 118 right now in the world. So there we go. That is the Legends account overview that's going to be going up prior to Legends Fest 2024 beginning. Let me know what you guys think. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one.